Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Stephanie and today I will be reviewing my first ever term at Oxford. It is so crazy to just say that I have finished my first ever Oxford term. It's just wild. So just to recap a little bit, my term started in October and lasted until the end of December. Normally Oxford terms are 8 weeks, but for postgraduate students, or at least most of the postgraduate students, it's 10 weeks as you have deadlines in 10th week, but you don't have any physical classes beyond 8 weeks. First of all, I should probably address the kind of elephant in the room, which is COVID. Going into Oxford, I knew that COVID could potentially be an issue in my academic experience, and I'm actually very happy to report that I don't think that COVID has had a humongous impact on my academic life at the University of Oxford. The only thing that I found is that I did not have any in-person classes at all, while some of my flatmates actually did have some hybrid form going on or some very small seminars in person. So I'm not really sure why mine wasn't, but apart from that, I didn't have any issues. I don't think that the education suffered because of COVID. I just had, I think, basically a very good experience, and I'm very happy how this term went academically. So now that's out of the way, I should probably go more into the social stuff. Obviously with COVID it is a bit harder to have social activities going on, which is totally normal and I fully understand, but I'm very happy that university and the college very much tried to keep it as normal as they could, obviously adhering to both the university and the government guidelines. For example, I'm very happy that I've had a formal hall dinner, and I'm also very happy that, for example, our MCR space was open and also that the library was open so that we could study there. Obviously, everything was socially distanced. Same with hall. We were actually able to have dinner in our dining hall, which was absolutely amazing. So I'm very happy that lots of little things did work, and for the university as a whole, most of the Bodleian libraries, I think all of them, I'm not sure, but I think all of them were open, which is absolutely amazing. So I have been able to go into the Duke Humphrey, to sit in the Rat Cam, to go to the Taylorian, all these types of fun stuff. So I'm very happy that I have been able to do these things. And yes, obviously it's a bit harder to have social activities going on because of COVID, but I think that we did a very good job with the MCR of basically trying to see what we could do instead of looking at things that we were not able to do. We had this weekly walking thing going on. As we were back in the day, we were still allowed to go outside with one other person who was not part of our household. Obviously, we had to venture out to have some of our virtual stuff, also for a lot of the students who were not able to come to the UK in general. So we hosted game nights, and I think all in all it was actually pretty good, especially the beginning of term. We were still able to go to a pub with 5 others at one table. That unfortunately very quickly changed. I think that was about week 4 when that changed, if I'm not mistaken. But I'm definitely very grateful for the time that we've had to socialize at the beginning of term, and that was actually pretty great. I think the biggest thing that out of all the Oxford traditions that was most different was probably matriculation, as it was online. We did not get to go to the Sheldonian and sit all together there and listen to the Pro-Vice Chancellor. Yeah, apart from that, I think we did not have a different experience when COVID would not have been a thing. I think most of the things were actually very much kept normal. I had a blast. I had such a good time. Yes, it was actually pretty great. The Oxford workload though, that is definitely a thing. It's a lot to do. It's wild, but you're getting into this vibe. Everybody around you is in the same situation. They have to produce essays or make problem sheets or something along those lines. So everybody around you is in kind of the same vibe. So if you go to the library, everybody is kind of still studying and doing their own stuff. And if you're going down to the MCR to just grab a coffee or something like that and you chat to some of your peers, you just notice that everybody's just kind of in the same working environment, working really hard and stuff, which is actually very, very motivational. So that was actually really cool to be part of that like very motivated bubble for a bit. And obviously for my degree specifically, which is modern languages, I did have to do a lot of reading. I think I had to like read 12 novels, and they advise you to do that before the beginning of term. And honestly, if you're going to do the MSc in modern languages at Oxford, try and finish it before term. That's what I did. I really worked hard on it to finish all those books before term, but it was such a weight off of my shoulders that I had like read all of these books so that I could just go to the seminars, just prep for the seminars and read articles on them. And I kind of knew from like the beginning of the term on which weeks I wanted to write, which week I wanted to give a presentation on, which is so much easier to determine when you have actually read the books. So yeah, definitely highly recommend 10 out of 10 to just read all of your books before term. It helped me so much. Yeah, and then the essay writing put me in the library on like 3 a.m. nights on a couple of occasions, which normally would only happen like once or twice a year maybe, but Oxford definitely had that happen to me on a couple more occasions. Which is definitely not a bad thing, but it is something that I ran into. But there is this like very stark contrast between the 8 weeks that you really need to work, or in my case the 10 weeks that I really need to work really hard, and then you have this like massive break to just recharge before like going into your next 10 weeks. But yeah, all in all, I think I had a great term. I cannot be anything but positive about it. I absolutely loved it. I love Oxford. I love my degree. I'm just very happy with everything. I'm very grateful that even with COVID, we got to be in Oxford. We were able to go into all of the libraries. College was open. I was able to get my meals. Even when lockdown started, I'm definitely so happy that most of the things stayed normal. And I think the only like major change for me was a matriculation not being in person, which is definitely not the end of the world at all. We just had a very fun day and organized our own stuff around it within COVID guidelines, of course. And I probably like very unluckily did not have any in-person classes, but apart from that, I really don't have anything to complain about. I absolutely loved it. Definitely 10 out of 10 recommend Oxford to anybody right now. Maybe this will change after my next term, I don't know. I hope not, but yeah, I definitely had a great term and hope you enjoyed watching all of my Michaelmas videos. Thank you so much for watching my videos. Please like, comment and subscribe for more videos. See you soon.